Hello everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome to the JavaScript Complete Course. In this video we are going to talk about hasAttribute and hasChildNodes methods. So before jumping over to the main point, if you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you get the notification of my new video when I upload them. Alright, so let's get started. So let's suppose that we have a div, and in this div we have two attributes, which is id test and class abc. So let's suppose you want to check whether this div has another attribute or not by using the id, or also you can check just use the name of the attribute. So let's suppose if we say use the id test, and by using the id we want to check whether this element has another attribute or not without id. For this we can use hasAttribute method, and this method will only has a two value, true or false. If the attribute exists, it will print as true, otherwise false. So now let's jump over to the code and we will practice this. So here you can see this is an exercise file. You can see at the right side the simple exercise file that we have created, and heading and paragraphs and a background color for this. And at the left side you can see our source code here, and inside this script we are going to type our code. So for first, what we are going to do, we are going to create a variable and give it target name is equal to document dot get element by id. So we are going to target this test id, and I'm going to pass its name test, and that's it. And now we are going to create another variable. So this one will be find it will find from target the hasAttribute whether the class is exist or not. So what will happen here, first we are going to use the test id to find out whether the class attribute exists inside this id or not. So we are going to check this in console. We are going to say find. There we go. So now when we save this, just right click and it will pop up two value, true or false. Now let's jump over to the console. Here you can see false. It will print as the false because inside this div we only have id exist. It doesn't has a class attribute. So now when I create class, and this one will be abc, and when I save this, here you can see it will pop up true because the class is exist now. And if I remove this, so hope you understand that at this point this is the uses of a hasAttribute method. It will check whether the class or any other attribute exists inside this selected div or id or not. And the next we have DOM hasChild methods. So let's suppose you have a div, a simple div in your exercise file, and you want to check whether this div has a paragraph or any simple text, something like this you can see on the screen. For that you can use the hasChildNodes method. So this will check whether the div has a paragraph, a simple text, any other child inside the div. The hasChildNodes will check whether anything exists inside this selected div, and it will print has two values, true or false. Now let's jump over and let's check whether. So here you can see this is our exercise file, and now let's jump over to the script section, and you can see we are not going to add any changes inside this first target div, and here we're going to add only this change into this method. Instead of hasAttribute, we are going to say hasChildNodes, and we are going to remove this everything inside this opening and closing parentheses. And now when we save this, and now let's jump over, let's click on inspect and console, and here you can see it will print as true because we have this child inside this selected div. And when we remove this, let me remove everything from here and even this div. Now when we save this, again you can see it will print as true because there is a white space exist in this, there is an inter exist in this between these divs. And when I remove this inter from here, and now when I save this, it will print as false. But if I press an enter and save, it will again print as true because it will check whether any child exists inside this div, selected div, whether it is a free space, a inter, a paragraph, a heading. So this is the uses of the hasChildNode method. Hope you understand until this point. If you have any question, any suggestion, please leave the comment below. If you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe this channel so that you will get the notification of my new video when I upload them.